There's an elephant in the room, and the elephant is this question. What makes it hard, scary, uncomfortable about talking about diversity, inclusion, racism, bias, any of those type of topics? Well, as you can imagine, I've asked many groups that question. And what I've discovered is I tend to get 5 answers. I don't know what to say. I might say the wrong thing. I might hurt somebody's feelings. It doesn't apply to me. Those are the kind of answers I get. I wonder what you're thinking right now, because I'm going to address them. There's a reason why we're uncomfortable about talking about sensitive topics. You see, all of us as human beings want to belong. I bet you took Psych 101 in high school or college, and you learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to try to remember them. But what he said way back in the 40s was that our most primary need as human beings is food and water. That makes sense, right? You got to have food and water to survive. However, because now we have science relative to our brain, the physical way our brain operates, as well as our mind, so we can kind of combine the two, neuroscience of bias, we now know that belonging is critically important. In fact, several scientists and researchers say belonging is the most important thing to human beings. So let's think about the question I just asked you. Why it's uncomfortable talking about these sensitive topics, and your response being, I'm afraid I might offend, or I don't know the right thing to say. Well, if our basic need is to belong, then we don't want to say or do something that's going to cause us not to belong.